Sitting on a front porch in the early morning breeze. Sitting on a front porch, just an old friend and me. Drink a little coffee, read all the local news, talk a little gossip every now and then. Smell that ham cooking in the kitchen, a brand new sunrise in the sky. Sitting on a front porch, minding all your business. What a way to make the day go by.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Guess what day it is? Good morning and welcome to the Hump Day edition of the Front Porch. My name's Kenny Dean, along with Scott Blake, Ryan Fuller, and of course y'all out there. And
good morning.
Emerson Ware will be joining us here shortly. We got Superintendent Jay Reyes, Senior, will be on with us today, along with Attorney Marshall Mason at 7:30. There's our guest for
Get
today.
out of here.
I can't do it. I can't do it yet. I'm gonna sip me some coffee right now. Coffee show is hitting the spot.
Oh, I got some special blend this morning. Had to wait on it. That's why I was late. It's pecan coffee. It's
pecan?
Good. That's good. Flavored. Came from Texas.
And a good Wednesday morning to you there, Reverend Emerson Ware.
And good morning to you guys.
Good morning.
Man, it is 70 degrees outside already, and it's you know, we're right around the corner from the first day of summer. Another week or so.
That's right.
Are you a cold weather person, a hot weather person, or weather don't bother you?
Well, it really doesn't matter. You know, I've been in some of the coldest places there is. You know, I was stationed in Alaska for about 18 months, and I told you that story.
Reverend, I have told that, or tried to tell that story, and I get so tickled before the punchline gets there, I can't hardly finish it.
Yeah.
Was that an enjoyable time for you, those 18 months in Alaska?
It was. Really, I wanted to make my home there.
Really?
You know, down in Alaska, they have what you call the Homestead Act.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to make my home there, but I came home and fell in love and couldn't go back.
Wow. Well, tell me, I've heard of the Homestead Act. Exactly what is that?
It's when you stick out a piece of property and you can have your stake there so long, and after so long, it becomes yours.
Wow. Okay, I've heard of that, but
it's like in the frontier days.
Yeah,
but,
exactly right. Yeah. Exactly right. Well, the man upstairs, his plans. He kind of laughs at our plans sometimes, doesn't he, Reverend?
That's right. His plans are not our plans. Like his thoughts are not our thoughts.
You're exactly right. Thank goodness that they're not too. Y'all had y'all's prayer meeting or y'all's Bible study last night, correct?
Yes, sir, last night.
Okay, well, buddy, I know this is another busy day for you. Again, thank you for taking your time. It's always a pleasant time to spend with you, and we'll just go ahead and turn it over to you right now, my friend.
Well, I just enjoy being in the presence of you and Brother Scott.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
God bless you. Our thought for this morning would be come and get your rest. And Kenny, every blood-bought child of God needs some rest. Even God rested on the third day. And our scripture will come from a very, very familiar passage of scripture, Matthew chapter 11, verses 28 through 30. And it states on this wise, come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your soul. For my yoke is easy, and my burdens are light. And rest is such an underrated value in our busy society today. We run ourselves ragged chasing after everything that come out. And Ken, I know you know that rest is important. It is important for the body, the spirit, and the soul. And rest heals our pains. It calms our fears, and it soothes our doubts. And I found out a long time ago that when you take your burdens to the Lord, you can leave them there. He will give you rest. He will remove the pain that is causing you to remain awake. And someone described him in a song one day and said, take your burdens to the Lord and leave them there. Take your worration, your pain, your heartaches to God. And I was just listening to a story just a few days ago, and someone told this story about two men enter a competition to see who could cut down the most trees in a day. And one of the men was much older, and by looking at the two men, you would think the younger man would win without much of a battle. He had youth on his side, and he had strength on his side. And it didn't seem to even be a question as to who would win this competition. So the race began. But every hour or so that they chopped down the trees, the old man would go get a drink of water and sit down. And he would sit there for about 10 minutes and rest. And the younger man kept chopping down trees, believing that the prize money was his. And at the end of the day, the older gentleman had chopped down twice as many trees as the young man. The young man said, I just don't understand. You kept stopping to drink some water and to rest. How on earth did you chop down twice as many trees as I did? The old man looked at the young man and he said, every time I took my break, I was sharpening my axe. Kenny, Blake, when you got the right tool, you can afford to take a rest. You can sit down for a while when you take Jesus upon you so that he can carry the burdens of hurt and pain. You have been carrying them for so long. You can relax in him. Someone said, God will not put no more on you than you can bear. But I disagree. God will put more on you than you can bear. If you could bear it, you wouldn't need him. But God bless you guys and get you some rest, and God keep you is our prayer.
Amen. You know, I'm gonna people. I tell this all the time. I don't mind taking a nap after I eat. I mean, it's a habit. I think it's healthy for you. I have the time. I'm gonna take the time.
It is healthy for you. Just a nap.
Yeah, and a lot of time it's just laying there and resting too. I think it's very important just to do that every day. And in fact, I challenge folks to do that.
It's good for you.
So he sharpened his axe. I didn't see that part coming in your story. Great story again. From the storyteller, the one and only Reverend Emerson Ware. My friend,
bless you guys.
Thank you. Have a great day, and look forward to hearing from you early in the morning, and hopefully at 8:20 tomorrow too.
Scott, get the family I love.
I will do it. See you.
See you, buddy.
God bless.
I'm telling you what's true. Boy, he I just love the way he tells a story. He just it keeps you on your edge, and it keeps a smile on my face when he's telling a story. The weather outside right now, we're starting off at 70 degrees. Yesterday was a very humid day. Today is going to be the same. Down in Auburn, they had 9 inches of rain.
It didn't move. They just sat on them yesterday.
Yeah, flash flood.
Yeah.
No rain expected today. High of 90, and it's going to be every bit of it. Tonight, again, a low of 72, mostly clear, no rain. Now let's go into the weekend, see what it's looking like. 91 and 92 Thursday and Friday, low 70s Thursday and Friday. Rain in here on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. That's what it's showing right now. 90 Saturday with a low of 72. Mid 80s on Sunday was 71, and low 80s on Monday with a low of 68. There's your 5-day forecast brought to you by Alex City Marine, which they are located on Highway 280 in the Gap. They still got that beautiful colored green, sage green. I'm going to call a 2026 Landau Island Breeze with a Suzuki 200 ready to push you down the lake to happiness. Enix Hardware. Now, you can get happy going in there because one thing, you go enjoy a conversation with Christopher Crumbly. Now, he's got those vegetable plants, those bonnet vegetable plants at a low price right now, just trying to move them on out, make room for some more that'll be coming in later on for the planting. But if you're not in the planning mood, maybe you're in the working mood, you need material inside the hardware store. He's got everything you need in one location, right behind the courthouse in downtown Rockford.
Looking for reliable medical equipment close to home? Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical in Sylacauga has you covered with oxygen, CPAPs and BPAPs, continuous glucose monitors, wound care, and airway therapy. Need mobility support? We offer braces, lift chairs, and both manual and motorized wheelchairs available for rent or purchase. We'll even show you how to use your equipment, and yes, we accept most insurances. Serving the Sylacauga area for over 20 years, that's Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical, 201 West Fort Williams. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. Call 256-245-1411 today.
For years, Tom Watley's been a name you can trust to represent you. And now you can depend on Tom Watley Law, LLC to handle all of your legal needs. Tom has over 20 years of practice in criminal defense, probate needs, and estate planning. Tom Watley Law supports the communities of Lee and Tallapoosa County and can handle all your legal needs or refer you to their network of specialty attorneys. When it counts, call Tom Watley Law, LLC at 334-559-3420 or online at tomwatleylaw.org. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
On Lake Martin, there's so much to do, but if golf is your sport, you gotta get to Stillwaters Country Club. We offer the region's best course and facility for only $40 per round with cart weekly and an amazing $45 per weekend play. Make sure to inquire on any of our membership options, including full family, senior, student, or just spouse. Options that offer true value for your golfing pleasure. Book your round today at 256-307-1081 and enjoy one of the region's best courses with top-notch service. Stillwaters Country Club. Open to the public, golf, dine, and enjoy anytime.
Porch Feed and Seed covers both sides of the road in downtown Dable. Incredible selection of plants, stones, insecticides, and gift selection in the additional part. Original store has tack and boots for men, women, and children, gloves, hats, belts, and Carhartt clothing. Come on in and visit. Open Monday through Saturday for your convenience with a whole lot of service. Porch Feed and Seed, downtown Dable, Alabama. Triple R Cafe in downtown Rockford is where it's located. Now, you're looking at the outside right now. Let's come on in on the inside. Let's check out the hot bar. And let me tell you about this. Award-winning fried chicken. They do fried chicken like it's supposed to be done. How about this pork chop right here? They're open Monday through Saturday. They cater also. That's Triple R Cafe, downtown Rockford, Alabama.
Let's get serious. Let's get Arctic Air serious. You want your car and truck to live longer, don't you? Well, it's about maintenance. Same thing with Arctic Air. You see the number at the bottom of the screen? Call them right now. Let me tell you something. You want to be comfortable? We all want to be comfortable.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice. Bice Motors.
The Charles Forbes Band in live and in color Friday night on the Green from 6 to 8. That's part of it. Well, they have it every Friday evening because it's, in fact, they run that through Labor Day. Is that about right?
Mm-hmm. It may go a little bit past Labor
Day.
Day.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. But if you want to see and listen to a really good rock band, and they play a lot of things that you hear every day.
They play rock, but they play 70s and 80s and stuff that you've heard.
Yeah.
You'll know every song they play.
And they're very entertaining.
Yeah.
But again, that's free. That's Charles Forbes Band at Russell Lands, Friday on the Green, this coming Friday night. Come on back in here and join us. Julie Goree, they say it's your birthday. So happy birthday to you today. Denise Mills, my friend, happy birthday to you today. Linda Ingram, Nancy Spraggins Hodges, happy birthday to you, just to mention a few.
Let's see if I got any on here. I have basically, Roosevelt Towns, one of my buddies, Roosevelt, is his birthday. The rest of them are all the ones you just named.
Oh, okay, well, good.
Yeah.
A lot. Braves lose last night. That Bobbitt Iglesias, who most time has had a great year as a closer. It was 4-4 when I went to bed. They were up 4-0. Just couldn't close down. 6-5, 2-run home run in the bottom of the 10th. So they play Chicago White Sox.
I noticed. I was watching the game, part of it last night, and I know I'm goofy looking. But there were some folks sitting behind home plate. I don't know if you. Oh my goodness! Oh. They had on one guy had on a sleeveless T-shirt, looked like he just walked right out of the mechanic shop. He had holes in it. He was greasy. He had a towel on his head.
At the White Sox game.
Yes.
Okay.
There were some strange birds at that game last night.
I had it on in the den, but I was watching in my Western in the front part of the house. So I was catching it.
And there was a section way up top. I bet there were 100 guys. Young, probably college age, and maybe high school, I don't know, but guys, and every one of them had the shirts off. And I'm like, they were having fun in Chicago last night.
Take me out to the ball game. Hey, let's. Speaking of sports, we don't do a lot of sports on the show, but the opening weekend of College World Series starts Friday. Our own Troy takes on West Virginia, the Mountaineers, at 1:00 Central Time. Ole Miss versus North Carolina, 6:00 Friday night, and then on Saturday at 2:00 Oklahoma and Alabama, and then on Saturday evening at 7:00 you got the Longhorns of Texas versus the Georgia Bulldogs.
There are 5 SEC teams out of those 8.
You're exactly right.
Plus Troy.
Yeah.
I mean, they're from Alabama. It's amazing.
So that's that'll give you something to do if you want to keep up with the college World Series. The Elks Lodge tomorrow night. I know John Freeman will be on tomorrow morning with the Elks, talking about things that are going on at the Elks. I know they're going to be closed this coming Friday, just due to some volunteers need some rest, and we'll talk about that with him tomorrow. But tomorrow night, the $2 hot ball, the pot's over $300. The small pot's $700, and the big pot is $1,250. That's 6:30 tomorrow night at the Elks, which is located on Lake Martin. It's been there for golly. I was in the Elks in my 20s, and I love being an elk. I was a rabbi down there.
A rabbi?
Well, that's what Chief Abbott used to call me, Charles Abbott. I was the chaplain for a while on Monday meeting night.
Well, good for you.
But it was a lot of fun. But I say it's a lot of fun. They do a lot for this community. They got men and women very much active around our area, but they do so much for this community.
I talked to a guy yesterday that's a member, and he was telling me they're putting in a cover or an awning over the stage out there on the back deck.
They're always I've noticed that in the last several years, they've really put money back in to the business. It's a club, but it's just a business.
It needs the building. Been there for forever and ever and ever. I mean, you were there in your 20s, so that's good gracious.
Yeah, that's 50 years ago, and it was there before me. But like I said, if you're looking for a civic group, an organization to get involved in, maybe you were an elk somewhere else. You can still be an elk wherever you are, because of wherever you're located. But if you want to get involved, maybe you're involved in your Elks Lodge wherever, and you want to do the same thing here, the Elks members would be glad to have you. Elizabeth St. Germain, Catching Her Heart. It's a novel. Betsy Eiler wrote this, and she's going to be our guest. I believe it's next week or the next couple of weeks. But it's a book signing today at the D.M. Russell Library, and I don't have the time on that. Maybe when we take a break, I'll look that up. The Heart of Lake Martin series. So I guess that's going to be a series. June the 27th, pancake breakfast. Free pancake breakfast. But this is just for all veterans and their family members and first responders. And I really like what the American Legion Post 143 does over in Dayville. That will be 8 to 9:30 on June the 27th. So put that on your thing to do for June the 27th.
July the 11th, that's about a month away, and Save a Life is having their 35th anniversary celebration.
Wow.
July 11th, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., and that will be they got live music, door prizes, food truck, bounce house, inflatables. I'm not sure what a dirty soda is, but they're going to have loaded teas, dirty sodas, Dunkin' booth. All kind of fun stuff going on July 11th.
Ryan Fuller, if you happen to be listening, the keys, not keys to summer, but the medallion, a key for it. Do you have that? Okay, I just thought about that. I don't know why I'm not getting that, but that's Sunfest. Of course, they had the glow in the dark golf match last night.
I wonder how that went.
I went and picked up WW at a practice and watched him, and man, it was hot over there between like 6 and 7 yesterday. Yeah. But the little all-star practice, they play tomorrow and Friday. Both of them are out of town, but Nick was playing it, and several guys were playing it, so I don't know how it turned out, but I've done it one time years ago. It's a lot of fun.
You know, you don't like anacondas because you knew you had one. Mm-hmm. If I lose the ball on the rough nowadays, my eyes are wide open looking around, if you go out there at night, stepping over in the bushes at night looking for a ball,
I ain't doing it.
It's just gone.
I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Ryan Fuller, thank you so much, little buddy. Let's see. The following is the clue I'm fixing to give you. As you know, this is top secret.
That's not a clue.
No, that's not a clue. Listen, here we go. I am not washed, yet I turn with purpose. I do not speak, yet numbers pass through my hands. My name remembers what came before, but I live where yesterday is stripped bare. Seek where motion ends, not where it begins, beneath what catches what others forget. I'm just.
That one yesterday was at Huddle House, maybe.
Yeah. I heard. Okay, I'm gonna do it one more time. This is the Sun Festival Medallion Hunt, sponsored by Hypertension and Neurology, Alexander City. I am not washed, yet I turn with purpose. I do not speak, yet numbers pass through my hands. My name remembers what came before, but I live where yesterday is stripped bare. Seek where motion ends, not where it begins. Beneath what catches what others forget.
I'm a simple man. You got to spell it out for me.
I'm beyond simple. I'm stupid, and I all I do is just read them. You won't be here tomorrow, Dad Bob. I meant to let you read this right here, but I'm just reading what they sent. That's the only thing. That's the only thing we can do right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. Betsy Eiler, book read. Check the library. I don't see a time. 10th. I don't see a time. Maybe I'm gonna leave.
Let me look at it.
Yeah, look at that.
You're all that clue has you all discombobulated.
It sure does. I tell you what, I'm gonna try my best this coming Saturday. I'm gonna go to the farmers market in downtown Alexander City. But Daviston is having a farmers market also from 8 to 12 at the Daviston Community Center. Of course, they're going to have fresh produce and baked goods and honey and handmade items and plants, and all from their local farmers. So I'm going to put that on my thing to do. Why don't you? We'll be right back. The Salvation Army is located at 6800 US 280. Let's talk glassware today. Let's talk coffee mugs because a lot of us got just a cabinet full of coffee mugs, and I'm guilty. I'm thinking to myself right now, I'm going to carry some coffee mugs. I myself at the house use 2, maybe 3 coffee mugs, and we got a lot of them in there, and I'm going to make room for Daddy. Salvation Army is where I'm going to take them. 6800 US 280.
Central Alabama. This is our home. It's where we work, where we play, where we raise our families and grow old. And in the unfortunate event we become sick with cancer, thanks to UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center, this is where we heal also. We have invested in new technologies and expertise so that now we're able to treat all sorts of cancers, and you never have to leave Tallapoosa County. UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center. Compassionate, convenient, collaborative cancer care right here at home.
Farmers and Merchants Bank of Dadeville is building a foundation of strength and trust in the entire Lake Martin community. With our modern branch in Dadeville and caring, attentive staff, we've established Farmers and Merchants Bank as a reliable friend to your banking needs. Whether it's just a savings or checking account or any commercial, auto, or real estate loan, Farmers has local decision-making to build a relationship with you and your needs. Farmers and Merchants Community Bank. Strength, service, community.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
The best lakefront properties don't happen by accident. They're designed, crafted, and built to perfection. Trusted for over 35 years, Lakescape creates breathtaking waterfront retreats built to impress and made to last a lifetime. From your mailbox to the end of your dock, we are the single source answer to design, build, and maintain your dream lakescape. It all starts at lakescape.com.
We are a debt relief agency. We help people file Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under the Bankruptcy Code.
This is Marcia Mason, your local Lake Martin bankruptcy and Social Security disability attorney. Mason Law Firm is located at 217 Madison Street in Alexander City. Call 256-329-1313 to schedule your appointment today. All initial consultations are free and strictly confidential.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
During Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air Jurassic Challenge, replace your system by July 31st, and you could win up to $2,500 back for the oldest HVAC system or $1,000 for the oldest water heater. Call Dixie and it's done. Spring has sprung, and it's the perfect time to refresh your garage door with Dixie Overhead Door. Get a $49 garage door tune-up or take $50 off any repair. Tune-ups are included for Dixie Cares Plan members. Call today for details.
Craving pizza done right? Come to Lake Martin Pizza, where flavor meets the lake, with 2 locations, 63 South in Alexander City and Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Grab a 14 or 18-inch specialty pizza or build your own masterpiece. Go half and half your way. In a hurry, stop in for our lunch specials. Hot, fresh pizza by the slice, served daily. We've got more than just pizza. Try our fresh salads, cheesy breadsticks, garlic knots, and sweet cinnamon twists. Lake days, game nights, or family dinners, Lake Martin Pizza hits the spot every time.
Anthony's Plumbing. Good morning to you, Anthony Waldrop. Folks, let me give you a telephone number. I really want you to keep it handy, because most time when you have a plumbing issue, it happens like real quick. Sewage issue, it happens like real quick. So you need to be real quick and have the number to Anthony Waldrop. He's licensed and he's insured. His number to call is 256-596-1111. 256-596-1111. And thanks to Scott Blake, he did find the time for Betsy Eiler's book signing today at the D.M. Russell Library from 2 to 4 this afternoon. I want to discuss the time frame on where we stand. We're getting our tower back up. Kalijah Country, of course, is running smooth because Ryan and the guys did some work on it. Not the tower itself, but to make sure Kalijah Country 97.5 is on. But WAXC-TV 3 is still down. You can watch it on channel 181, but I'm running into people that say they don't get 181. I guess they just got the package that just goes so far.
If you are, like, we stream Spectrum, you don't get it on that. I think you have to have the box.
Okay. And the other thing, some people talk about not hearing hear it, and at our house we could hear it. And there's a small box and there's a larger box, and in one of those boxes you cannot hear the sound. But as far as channel 3 being back up and running, we're probably looking at August. So I thought I'd just share that with you. But you can watch it on 181, Kalijah Country 97.5, streaming there, and you can listen. You can watch it on Roku. You can watch it on
the Roku
Facebook
app. If you have a smart TV, it's easy. I mean, you just load the app on there, and it's there.
And it doesn't cost you anything.
It doesn't cost you anything.
Okay.
So if you have, that's the best. If you don't have Spectrum box
on YouTube, also Andy Tucker. Thank you.
Yeah, YouTube. Yeah, you can see it on YouTube also, and Facebook. We're live on Facebook right now. We've got I don't know. There's several people watching us right now. I don't know if that number is ever right or not. Sometimes it'll say 27, sometimes it'll say 2, and sometimes it says 12. But anyways, the Roku app, that right there, what he's showing you.
Thank you there, buddy.
That Roku app's the easiest way to watch if you have.
This is the website right here. You go to what, WAXC-TV 3?
On the website? So you can go on the website and watch it live also.
Okay. So there are ways to watch and listen, but as far as the regular old WAXC-TV 3, it's going to be a while on that, and it's just something that happened.
I offered to go out there and throw some aluminum foil up in the tree, but they said that wouldn't work.
You just go right. Go right here. The country music family. The town of Nashville just lost a really good guy. We talked about him a couple of weeks ago. Bill Cody passed away. He was the voice of 650 AM, Cody and Coffee. But he was just one of the good guys. And this really breaks my heart about this guy right here, because he was so good to talk with people. He was a great MC. But to his family, our heart and prayers go out to you. But Bill Cody passed away, and he was really a young guy. But he had old. No, he did have a lot of issues, health issues. But still, to lose a really good guy like that, I really hate it. Horseshoe Bend National Military Park is right up the road from us. Let's go back to the 150 observance of the battle. Look at these old cars.
That was dedication day, wasn't it?
Yeah. Some 3,500 people are shown right here during the 150 observance of the Battle of Horseshoe Bend and the dedication of the Visitor Center. The Horseshoe Bend Battle Park Association arranged the program, which included folks like Judge Coley. He was a neat guy.
He drove the bus on that.
You're exactly right.
Yeah.
Albert Raines. But even Richard Crow, Cherokee, and Chief McGee of the Eastern Band of Creek Indian Nation, Atmore, Alabama, was there. But that was a happening. Folks, it's free to go to. It's so neat. Now, I'm guilty. I keep saying I'm gonna go up there, and I just hadn't done it. But I'm gonna put that in my things to do. Yesterday was a special day for a ribbon cutting because the City of Alexander City Public Works site preparation, and a lot of folks were involved. But where this is a substation located at the corner of Davil Road and Coley Creek Road. What it is, it's an investment that will strengthen our community and prepare us for the future growth. That's what's happening to this area right now. That's of course, it will be right around where the truck stop will be going in right there. The Love truck stop. We've been seeing it for a while, but it's operating now. So that's another good thing that's happening for our community. You got to remember we had to kind of start over with our economy when Russell and Avondale and what happened to the textile industry. And man, with a lot of good people and the man upstairs guiding them, we've really come a long way. So I congratulate everybody that's been a part of that all these years, and the way we're all working together right now.
Oh, it's going well for sure. Hey, speaking of going well, today is Wednesday the 10th, and the Sun Festival activities for today, they started out as you so eloquently read the clue. I can't even say that word well. We don't speak well sometimes.
You think?
Yeah. Sometimes I don't explain without spluttering. But anyways, that started at 6 a.m. this morning.
You want what, Ben?
Oh, already found. It's a rigged system. Somebody. There's an insider.
How do they do it?
I don't know. Especially with you reading it. I'm just saying. All right. So, well, the next thing going on, the medallion's already been found, so y'all can all rest easy now on that. Bingo from 1 to 3 p.m. at the Mill 280. Kidfest Art the Right Way, 1 to 4 at United Way Conference Room. There's a mosquito flying right there, Kenny.
There you go.
Oh, I get him. Anyways, I don't like mosquitoes. Kidfest Build Your Own Sunday, 2:30 to 4 at Carlisle's, and that'll be fun. And family night at 6 p.m. at the Mill 280. They'll have hot dogs and hamburgers.
Can't beat it.
You can't beat it. I'll be grilling those hot dogs and hamburgers.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So that's the activities today. I mean, there's something going on every day. Another fun day of activity planned by the Sun Festival Committee. A lot of fun stuff going on.
Jennifer Carlisle will be out here with us. When is Jennifer going to be out here with us? Let's see. Is it this week or next week? Anyways, Our Place Respite is having their grand opening Thursday, June 18th at noon at the St. James Episcopal Church. She's going to be here Friday at 7 o'clock because Reuben Prather was going to be here for his book signing, but he had to change, so Jennifer Carlisle will be here. In fact, our guest tomorrow, I mentioned earlier, Elks John Freeman will be on to tell us what's going on down at the Elks Lodge, BPOE 1878, best people on earth. Jimmy Yates to talk about the Project 412 that's going on latter part of this month. And Vicki Tuggle, along with Ashley Grant, will be on with us tomorrow with the thrift store and Children's Harbor. And I believe they're going to bring a service dog with them also. On Friday, our pre-recorded show, Jessica Sanford will be on with us with the Alex City Beautification Board. You got to remember that this is a new board. It's just it was here, it disappeared, it's back, and it's going to take time because it's a money thing too. So really looking forward to that board really doing some outstanding things. But you know what we've talked about? We can do the same thing. You were talking about planting all those azaleas at your house. Was it azaleas? Boxwoods. But you ripped up old stuff from trying to make it look better. We can do the same thing. And a lot of time, you can spend a little bit of money and make it look good. Jennifer Carlisle will be on with us at 7 o'clock on Friday, and District Judge Chad Harrison will be on with us to wrap the week up on Friday. I just think the world of that young man, so I look forward to him being on with us on Friday on the pre-recorded show. If you would like to be a guest on the Front Porch, all you got to do is contact either one of us. We'll be glad to look at it. If you're a business, I do want to remind you, if you're a business, we can talk to you. If you're a business, it costs. Believe it or not, it does cost to come out here. We're not being ugly. It's just business. But we'd love to talk to you. So if you're a new business or if you're an existing business, and I'll be the first to say the Front Porch has helped a lot of folks in advertising, and a lot of folks it doesn't work. So I always say, if you advertise with us, we want you to get something out of it. It's your money, so make sure you put it to where it works. We're going to be right back. Town and Country Cleaners. Good morning, girls. Now, they're not there yet. Well, they may be. They may be, getting it unlocked, getting everything all ready for the day, getting your clothes on a hanger, on the line. So when you come by, they know exactly where to go. You know where to go now to take your clothes to the Town and Country Cleaners, Cherokee Road, Alexander City.
At Beyond Home Care, we provide in-home care services to individuals needing assistance with activities in their daily lives. We work with each client to provide personalized home care and sitter services. Whether it's assistance with bathing and personal care or an escort to a doctor's appointment, each client receives the individual care they need with the dignity and respect they deserve. Give us a call today at 256-414-6090 or visit us online at beyondhomecareal.com.
Corey's Furniture Express, your expressway to savings. Come on, get on board. Corey's Furniture saves you more. We try harder in every way, so drive a little and save today. Corey's Furniture Express, your expressway to savings.
Tiny Homes by Wind Creek now renting. Sleeps for full kitchen, private fishing pond, boat charging station, and pet friendly. Call today, 256-935-9337 or tinyhomesbywindcreek.com. Located in beautiful small town USA, Alexander City, Alabama, on Highway 63 South. Turning into Wind Creek State Park, and there they sit, ready for you to sit on their front porch.
The Alex City Parks and Rec Department serves the residents of Alexander City with quality facilities and programs designed to positively affect the lives of our citizens. From youth sports programs to adult activities and our senior center, the Alex City Parks and Rec offers services for all ages. The Cooper Rec Center, Lake Winds Golf Course, and the Senior Activity Center are just some of the great features the Alex City Parks and Rec Department provides for the people of Alex City. For more information on any of our programs, call 256-329-5762. or go to acpr.recdesk.com.
Hometown Pharmacy, located at 839 Airport Drive here in Alexander City, conveniently located right adjacent to Temple Medical Clinic. Go by and visit the friendly staff where they treat you like family. And remember the drive-through window. All major insurances are accepted. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m., and then on Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Give them a call at 256-329-0900. That's Hometown Pharmacy, serving our hometown.
A1 Lock and Key Service. Owner Bernie Atkinson asks you to keep his number, 256-329-2539, on you at all times. Bernie has a complete locksmith service for auto, business, and residence. He is licensed, bonded, and insured with over 39 years experience. Services include sales, installation, and a 24-hour emergency service. That's what service is all about. 256-329-2539.
And welcome back to the Front Porch on a Wednesday morning. The edition today is the 10th day of June. It's going to be another hot day, so just be careful. Especially if you're working outside in the heat, if you're playing outside, kids, stay hydrated. It's very important.
When you said that 10th of June, it sparked a memory. It was the dark of the moon on the 10th of June in a Kenworth hauling logs. Cavalry Pete with a reefer on and a Jimmy, something to whatever, you know.
Yeah.
You know what song that is? Convoy.
Convoy.
What? Who sang it?
C.W. McCoy.
C.W. McCoy.
C.W. McCoy.
But it was the 10th of June.
Really?
I'm almost positive that's what it says.
Okay. You know, when I'm kind of like you, I was trying to remember, it's something that went with the 10th of June, but God, C.W. McCoy, he had all those old trucking songs,
Yes.
and they were popular.
I was in Boy Scouts when that song came out, and we would sing that song in the bus going down the highway.
Did you have a CB?
We never really did. Now, the Scout bus had one, but Daddy, you know, CBs.
Walkie-talkie? Walkie-talkie?
Not like you would, not big time. I mean, we had little walkie-talkies we played with.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, now you can buy them. Have you seen the advertisements? They get walkie-talkies. They'll go 250 miles.
Really?
Yes. I mean, and for like $200, you get two of them, and you can pair 3 or 4 of them, and they're selling them in case of a, you know, whatever happens, and this grid goes down or whatever. But it can talk that far away.
Grid going down. People. Hey, She Leads June luncheon Wednesday, June the 17th. This will be at the Lake Martin Innovation Center at the Bullpen. So that's from 12 to 1. So put that on your things to do. Let's see. I think that's about all. That's all the announcements I have right now. Do you have any announcements over there? I'm going to pass some along. Well, a while back, I didn't know if it was some we'd already used them all up.
We were talking about the food truck at Thursdays. That's tomorrow.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And the pool's open. Sun Festival.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I don't have anything new. Lake Martin Pizza this Friday. The Burn Downs, and Saturday got Chad Jernigan.
Mm-hmm.
There's always, you can find music somewhere around here if you want to go listen to music. Also Friday, we already talked about Friday on the Green. It's the Charles Forbes band.
You mentioned Jernigan. Tommy and Tina Jernigan, good morning to you. They're my neighbors, and I just think
and they're proud of it for some reason. I mean, I've talked to them, and I was like, "Are y'all sure y'all know what you're saying?"
Tina was a school teacher. She is one of the most sweetest dispositions I've ever run into. But she's just and she's always good with Ellen. If you need me, and I know she means this. I know a lot of folks. If you need me, let me know. But she's just so comforting to talk with. And they have a grandson, she and Tommy. That little fella, he's always got a smile on his face. And he's my little buddy. So, little buddy, I hope you're having a good day. What's happening in the marketing world?
Marketing world.
With
the mortgage world.
The mortgage world.
Oh, rates have kind of ticked back up a little bit, but they flat. They're not really. I mean, they've gone up a quarter, down an eighth, got a quarter, another eighth. They're all over the place. It's a good time to buy. It's a buyer's market right now. So if you're looking, it's a good time to go ahead and jump in there. We tell everybody you marry the house, not the rate. If you find a house you like, let us put you in it. If you, if the rate, so if you get a 6 3/4 rate or a 6 1/4 rate, and that's your generation, my generation, we think that's not a bad rate.
Dr. Hagens, I believe it was, because he financed our house. We put money down that Ellen's dad let us borrow years ago, but Dr. Hagen financed it for a while. Yeah, we got paid out. I'm just trying to remember, but I think it was 10%.
Oh yeah. I mean, back years ago, rates were crazy high. My first mortgage rate when we bought our house and we got married was 9 3/4, and that was and I worked at the bank.
All right, let me ask you a question. 9 3/4 versus 6 3/4. Let's do some math on that. On let's say a $200,000 house.
Don't put me on the spot. I have a calculator that does all that. You know, it's a big difference. I know I could, in the break I can come back and tell you that I got a little calculator on the phone, but it'd take me a few minutes to do that. But that's huge. On on a $100,000 loan, it's not that big a deal. Maybe 30, 40 bucks, 50 bucks. On a $400,000 loan, it's huge. I mean, that's a big difference in payment. But you know, it's just rates are not bad. Everybody talks about all the rates are going up. You know, well, I mean, if you're in the sixes, maybe you know that's a good rate. Now, the people who financed their houses or refinanced back in 2021, you know, some of those were 3 1/4, 3 1/2. You know. And you don't want
that's stealing money.
I know you don't want to refinance that.
No.
The only reason you would get rid of that rate is if you sold the house or paid it off.
Ellen and I was talking about this yesterday on my truck. Lord have mercy, I was hoping we put it on 6 years, but we put it on 7 years 6 years ago. So I owe a year. So would it pay to? Would it do to pay it off now? Not really, because you pretty much already paid all the interest. So you wouldn't gain. No. You wouldn't gain anything.
No, it'd just be. You go, oh, it's paid off.
Yeah.
But there's no reason to do that. Even on your home, if you get down, like if you're in the last 9, 10 years or whatever, 5 years, just keep making the payment.
We had a loan. What kind of loan you get on your house? It's like a mortgage loan. Years, it's like we got it down to like 5,000. But here again,
like an equity line or something?
Yeah.
A home equity line. Yeah.
I don't know what we did with it, but probably spent the heck out of it.
Yeah.
But you know, as you get older, you and I were talking about this the other day. As you get older and your overhead goes down, it makes life easier.
I'm looking forward to that.
You know, I had a good conversation about it the other day.
Yeah.
Marsha Mason will be on with us today, bankruptcy lawyer. We'll talk about these same things with her. But you know, and that's what I tell young folks. When you're fixing to get married, you got to look at these things. Money, it can be an issue. Religion can be an issue. Sex in between you, it can be an issue. But all these things you can work through them.
Oh yeah.
But is it easy? Heck no, it's not. It's not easy. But you can make it easy.
I made a mistake. It wasn't the 10th of June. It's the 6th of June.
Oh really?
Yeah, I pulled the lyrics up. I just for some reason the 10th of June it's not feeling right.
I was going to agree with you. Hey, we'll be right back. Coons Corner, good morning to you. Let me just jump out here at 4th of July. They're going to have smoked and pulled Boston butts. I really like this. That way you don't have to do anything but just pick it up. Today for lunchtime, breakfast being served right now, by the way. Meatloaf today for lunch, chicken tenders, mashed potatoes, English peas, honey carrots, cabbage, fried okra, and blackberry cobbler. That's what's going on at Coons Corner Deli.
Planning for the future is one of the greatest gifts we can give our loved ones. At Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, we are here to guide you with compassion, helping you make choices that bring peace of mind. Pre-planning means your wishes are honored and your family is free to focus on what truly matters, cherishing every memory. Because love, care, and dignity should last a lifetime. Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, here for you always.
Obituary is brought to you each morning by Radney Funeral Home and Langley Funeral Home. And we do not have any obituaries to report this morning. But as always, our thoughts and prayers go out to all the ones who have lost loved ones over the past week or so. And we'll be right back.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
The Sure Shot Outdoors is located on Highway 280 in Alexander City across from Chick-fil-A. Sporting goods store that always has a great selection of footwear, men's and ladies apparel, cookware for camping and home, firearms and shells year-round. Also, online store with financing is available. Owner Scott Watson invites you to come by today to see what the Sure Shot Outdoors has to offer you. Again, the Sure Shot, Highway 280, Alexander City.
What if you could find natural gas appliances, contractors, rebates, and financing all in one place? NaturalGasConnection.com, your one-stop shop for all your natural gas needs. Natural Gas Connection, we'll hook you up.
Experience the freedom of mobility with Arise, our safe and clean public transportation serving all of Tallapoosa County. Keep your independence and leave the driving to us. Our handicapped accessible vehicles provide affordable fares based on age and distance. A mobile community is a thriving community. Wherever you need to go, we'll take you there. Call 256-329-8444 to schedule your trip today. Arise, your ride to a better life.
Grace's Flowers, Hillaby Street, Alexander City, Alabama's been there for many decades. Grace's Flowers, it's all about flowers. It's flower power at Grace's Flowers on Hillaby Street. Let me just tell you, you're in the doghouse, you need flowers. You need to cheer somebody up, you need flowers. Who do you think about? You think about Grace's Flowers. Grace's Flowers been there again for decades. Hillaby Street, 234-4238. Grace's Flowers.
Alex City Marine is booming at our new state-of-the-art facility on Highway 280 in the Gap. Alex City Marine has expanded with the best in Landau pontoon boats and Suzuki outboards. But now, we added premium black fin center consoles and performance-driven excursion pontoons. See Steven and the crew for the best in on-time service for any boat and our huge new on-site boat storage and wet slip combo deals. Call the pros the locals know. Alex City Marine.
What makes Zaxby's Giant Chicken Finger Quesadilla so giant? Crispy fingers, sauce, and melty cheese. Zaxby's Giant Chicken Finger Quesadillas. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor has what you need for your farming, mowing, and land management. Lake Martin Tractor has any size Mahindra tractor you need, along with hundreds of implements to get the job done. See our full line of rugged Spartan zero-turn mowers. Both Mahindra and Spartan still have 0 down and 0% interest. Check out the all-new Spartan Intimidator 4-door crew cab UTV with dump bed, or see the all-new Mahindra Rockstar HD. Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor on Highway 280, Alex City.
Ronnie's Pine Straw and Materials, located on 63 South, right when you turn into Wind Creek State Park. And they're also where Tiny Homes is, right there. Now, Ronnie Pitt said, come on down here. And I'm going to give you some prices. White sand, $90 a yard. Mulch, $22 a yard. Crusher run, $80 a yard. So I just want to start giving you some prices so you can go see my buddy Ronnie Pitts at Ronnie's Pine Straw and Materials, Highway 63 in Alexander City. The man's fired up right now. School's out. for the summer. And this guy right here is kind of glad. Alex City School Superintendent Jose Jerez.
Good morning.
How are you doing, buddy?
How are you?
Thank you for doing this.
Absolutely.
We were just, I was talking about schools out for the summer. So I got to thinking about the other day, do you have summer school anymore?
Well, yes, secondary, 7 through 12, we have summer school for those kids who might need a course, a credit, and then we actually mandated by the state. Now we have numeracy camps, reading camps in the summer for our younger students. Now, we identify those kids based on test results that they've had during the year. It's not required. We can't make those students in K through 6 come, but we do have a good number of students that attend those camps. During the summer, we actually go, we run buses, we feed lunch and breakfast, etc. So, yeah, there's still something going on at the school through the month of June.
Okay, well, let me ask you this, because, and I'm not joking about this. When I was in high school 152 years ago, I always fail something, so I would take some. I'm just being honest. I would go to summer school, so I started year-round school.
It was PE.
But is that the same thing? Are you talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's what it is for them to make sure they keep up their credits and are able to progress to the next grade.
So I always thought you just took off for a couple of months.
Well,
you didn't do anything.
I think most people think that about educators in general, but they really don't understand what goes on back behind the scenes. And, you know, our teachers, people always say, well, the teachers only work part of the year and they get paid for the whole year. Well, I think I said this last time. They get a paycheck for 9 months' work that's just distributed over 12 months.
Right.
If it was a true year-round school, teacher pay would even be more. But I assure you, teachers, they do more than they'll ever be paid for. Most educators do. But no, during the summer, it's more of a preparation for the next year, getting the buildings ready, things of that nature, doing a lot of maintenance with our maintenance department on the buildings. You know, there's a lot to do with scheduling and just logistics to get the next year started, especially in grades 7 through 12.
Well, this is a big year coming up.
But so this summer's a lot more work.
Of course, the high school 2026 was the first class, and that wasn't a full year.
Right, half a year.
This is going to be a full year. So are they going to be ready?
Yeah,
high school?
Yeah, high school is in
Let's
great shape.
Let's run that down. Who's going to be going where?
Okay, yeah. So obviously 9 through 12 will be going to the new Benjamin Russell High School. Currently, we're still in the process of doing some renovations at the old high school, which includes a lot of painting of the halls, putting LVT flooring down in the hallways. We've also redone some bathrooms there on the main halls, putting that epoxy flooring in, going in and repainting those. We'll also have some black fencing that'll be put up since we're going to have grades 6 through 8. You know, both of y'all went to the old high school. So, for example, in that back corner where you go out of the gym to go to the vocational and the auxiliary gym, we're actually going to have some fencing up there because with younger students, we want to make sure while they'll be able to get out, they can get out. We always have to have egress, but it's just kind of a way to make sure that we kind of keep everybody hemmed in a little bit and keep kids going where they safety where they need to go. So Mathis Parker's doing that work for us out of Auburn, and they've done a good job for us, and things are moving along there. This week, we actually had a moving company come to the middle school, the old middle school, and they're moving desks, chairs, tables, etc. Teachers have boxed up their personal belongings, and so this week they'll be moving all of that over to the old high school because that's where grades 6 through 8 will be next year. And then from there,
This is crazy.
Yeah, then from there we'll go to Radney and move a desk and things of that nature to the old middle school. Teacher items and things they've got boxed up. Then we'll go to Stevens and we'll just be taking teacher items because all that furniture will still be left there, and then we'll sort through that to see what we can and can't use. But again, 6 through 8 will be at the old high school. That'll carry the Radney name. And then grades 3 through 5 will be at the old middle school, and that'll carry the Stevens name.
It's going to take a couple of years for everybody to get used to going, not calling the high school the high school. It's kind of like a lot of local churches have changed names. It's like, no, but you know that's where Calvary Heights was,
Right,
whatever, you know.
right,
So it's
right.
going to be the same thing.
Trinity, still Trinity.
Yeah, that's
to
right.
me.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so let me, because I just learned. I think I just learned something. So, let me get Steve, Jim Pearson's K through 2. So, 3rd, 4th, and 5th will be at the middle school, and it will be called Stevens.
Yes,
Okay, I'm just learning something. 6th, 7th, and 8th will move out of Radney. So Benjamin Russell will be called Radney now.
That's
wow.
correct.
Okay.
Yep, that's
Okay. So I was.
Yep.
So carry those names on. Good.
Well, and I think, for me, that was very important to me because, we certainly have two gentlemen in Nathaniel Stevens and William L. Radney, whose names mean a lot to a lot of people in our community.
Wow.
And
carry them on.
We had to do that. Certainly, I hate that we don't have an Alex City Middle School, or used to be Alex City Junior High. I hate that we don't have that, but I just felt like that the Radney and Stevens name were more important. So we're very glad that they're still going to be a part of our school system. So one of the big things that we had a meeting last week on is now you're going to have a little bit different traffic patterns. So 6 through 8, you're going to actually have kids who don't drive anymore.
Right.
And so just briefly, what you're going to see, because you won't have students in the parking lot parked there, is that, and most people are going to be familiar with this because of Jim Pearson, is how they line up at Jim Pearson is going to be very similar to how they line up at grades 6 through 8. And we'll be using that parking lot as a staging area. So I think it's going to really be for those parents who will be taking their kids, and we'll get all that information out. We're still
The
early
main
in
entrance will be up the steps, going up from the parking lot up into the school. Yeah.
That's how we'll get the kids in morning and afternoon that ride the cars. So I think that parents will be used to that kind of setup.
Right.
Now 3 through 5, that one's going to be the one where we see the most planning that's going to need to be had, because now you've got grades 3, 4, and 5, and we already charted the number of cars that pick up in grades 3, 4, and 5. And so normally on any given day, and it's not the morning time that's going to be a big deal, because drop-off is so much easier than pickup, because you don't have to really stage the drop-off. It's just as long as you got people opening doors and keeping them flowing, you're fine. But in the afternoon, when we stage that, we're going to have some in the front, and then we're also going to have to use that road that runs by the railroad track there behind the Hamp Line Field. We're going to have to do some staging there. But again, we're going to get all that information to our parents and make sure they have plenty of diagrams and talk through it. And we have to keep in mind the downtown area. We don't want to get that backed up. So there's going to be a lot of logistics, but I assure you we're going to have that worked out.
I think about, we think about the Alex City school system and the education part. Folks don't really realize the behind the scene that you just covered.
No, it's a lot.
I mean, it's a lot. Will you have meetings for parents to come in to go over what you're talking about?
Yes.
Or is it email them now?
No, we will put all of our stuff online, social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, all those type things. But we'll also have meetings when we have open house, et cetera.
You say X?
Yeah, it used to be Twitter.
Used to be Twitter.
Yeah.
So I never had tweeted.
Yeah.
Lisa Gordon didn't know what X was last night. I said, Lisa, it's the old Twitter. Oh.
Well, there you go.
There you go. Yeah.
I never tweeted.
I shouldn't have thrown her under the bus like that this morning, but she's walking right now. She's not listening to it. Yeah,
but we will have meetings with parents to make sure that they understand exactly what we're doing there. And again, they'll learn very quickly. But 6 through 8 again will be, I think, the easiest because of what people have already been used to at K2. So,
yeah, and it's a huge parking lot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You got plenty of room.
Sure.
Yeah.
But kind of, it's just,
You can get them off the street.
and of course, school starts back August.
It'll be August, I believe the 6th is a Thursday. So yeah, we're
You better have fun this summer, boys and girls.
It's
We said every year, it's over with in a hurry.
It is over with in a hurry. And we're still busy over the summer. Right now, during the month of June, our boys and girls basketball programs they're loaded up with play dates this year. That was one thing I wanted to make sure that our kids had the opportunity to do is have as many play dates as possible. They're working out, etc. We also have our cheer squads. I think our middle school cheerleaders and maybe our dance team, or middle school dance team, I think their camps this week. We have a varsity camp, cheerleading camp that'll be going on towards the end of the month. We actually have had our Skills USA representatives. That's our individuals from our vocational. We actually had 2 students who qualified for the nationals, and so we took 7 students there, 5 who were also in the state championships, but 2 that actually won. So they actually competed at Skills USA.
Congratulations.
That was in Atlanta, Georgia, at the World Congress Center, which is right next to the Mercedes Dome. Man, there were 19,000 students from around the country at Skills USA competing in culinary, both entree and the pastry area. There were robotics, electronics, welding, construction. I mean, it was just, if you've ever been to the Birmingham Jefferson Civic Center and seen where they have like the RV shows and things of that nature and how big that area is, this World Congress Center was 5, 6, 7 times bigger than that. It's just a massive building, kids everywhere, and it just goes again to show what that shows is, you know, college is great. You know, I'm not going to discount that. There's certain fields that you need to do that. But kids, if anybody, parents, grandparents are listening, if your child can get a skill that's in demand, that is going to be as good or even better than attending college. It really is.
He's talking about our future. We'll be right back. The Mitchell House is located over in downtown Dadeville. That is a growing little area. It's a small town USA. And the Mitchell House is right there, a part of it. It's been there since 1835 and still a huge part of Dadeville. Now, if you want to have an event, which I think would be really cool to have one there, no matter what size it is, get in touch with Miss Vivian Autry today at MitchellHouseEvents.com.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We are located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Benton Clearing and Grading is Cody and LD Benton, and they got your job in sight. Moving dirt is a clean job to them. Clearing a lot for your home or business is what they do, and they do it right. Call LD or Cody today at 256-397-2531 or 397-2532 for a quote today. I promise you, they'll do the job right. That's Benton Clearing and Grading.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Brown Nursing Home on Washington Street in Alexander City is a 68-bed facility. Therapies offered are physical, occupational, speech, IV, and wound healing. Very important to know, Brown Nursing Home accepts most insurances. Catherine Sykes is the RN Director of Nursing, Dr. Timothy Corbin is the Medical Director, and Dylan Beagles is the Administrator, and one fine staff that'll take care of you. It's all about you at Brown Nursing Home. 256-329-9061.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full-service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
Lake Life Wellness Studio is located in downtown Dadeville behind the courthouse. Lake Life is more than a place you want to come to move. It's a lifestyle. We didn't just want to open a studio. We wanted to build a community and recharge here at Lake Martin, offering Pilates, yoga, sauna, and cold plunge. Check out our Lake Life Wellness Studio merchandise, which is officially here. Sign up for a membership today and be part of the Lake Life Wellness Studio community. Visit our website, lakelifewellnessstudio.com, and be sure to follow us on social media.
Thunderbolt Lightfoot at Oscar's Cafe on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, Alabama is looking to see you today. Now let me tell you, they got great food. They've always had great food all these years. Now they still got that atmosphere. They still got that service. They still cater. Let me stop right there. 15 to 415 they can handle. So give them a call today at Oscar's Highway 49 South in Dadeville. 256-825-4827. $70 degrees right now. It's going up to 90. It's going to be another scorcher. The humidity is going to be high too, so stay hydrated if you're outside. Tonight, 72, mostly clear. Looking at the rest of the week, tomorrow and Friday, low 90s, low 70s with no rain. Saturday, 90, 72 for a low, about a 50% chance of rain. That increases Sunday and Monday back in the 80s, and then even low 70s, upper 60s. Well, there's your 5-day forecast brought to you by Top Gun Pest Control, Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. Superintendent of the Alexander City Schools, Jay Reyes, with us out here, and he did not go to the soccer game last night.
No, too many people. Too many people.
85,000 folks.
Yeah.
The 280 was
Really?
eat up yesterday. It was like an Auburn Saturday
Yeah.
traffic, yeah.
I was telling you, I went across it yesterday, and I'm thinking, wow, I am so glad I'm not in that mess
Well,
right
which is
there.
great, though, for us. I mean, because of those people that were coming through, somebody stopped in Alex
Sure,
City to
sure
eat.
they did.
Somebody stopped to get gas.
Sure.
et cetera.
Couldn't help but stop.
Absolutely. So I think it's a great thing, and we're located in such a great place, a great area.
You're right.
That we, again, the potential here and in Tallapoosa County in general is still just unlimited. as
We're
it
the
always
center of the
has been.
universe.
We are.
I mean, and we laugh about that, and we always say that, but I mean, you can get to Atlanta, you can get to Birmingham, you get to Montgomery, you get to the beach in 3.5, 4 hours. Auburn, 40 minutes.
Not bad.
You know, not bad at all.
You know, I think about everything. You covered a mountain of stuff of the last segment. There's just so much that's. We talk about such a quick summer. You talk about August 6th, school starting back, and so all these things that you and everybody that you work with has to. Everybody's got to be on the same page.
Absolutely.
Man.
Lots of planning that goes on during the summer. You know, the central office staff, everywhere I've ever been, gets a bad rap, and people wonder what they do. Well, it's a lot of planning, a lot of making sure that we comply with federal and state laws and regulations, et cetera. So the people at the central office are working diligently over the summer to do all the things that we need to do to get ready. And again, with this summer being the consolidation happening, there's a lot of other things that they have to do that they normally wouldn't do, making sure, just as an example, you know, we buy things with federal money, state money, et cetera, and then it's supposed to go to certain grades, et cetera, so you have to make sure, well, now that, 3, 4, 5 is going to be here, but then you've got 6th grade over here. Well, things that we bought for the 5th and 6th grade school, we have to make sure that X amount gets over to this school and X amount gets over to that school. Then we have to divide all the monies up because you had 3 pots of money. So our finance department has had to make sure that money is divided equitably based on the number of students that go to which school and those type of things. So just a lot of little things like that I could talk about.
Compliance now versus 40 years ago is so much different, right?
Yeah.
I mean, just all the rules in the rules and regulations, and you have to be compliant or
Yeah.
you're in trouble.
Well, and that's what's frustrating. I've said this for us as a school system. Federal dollars come in, we have to be compliant with that, Scott. And then you look at state dollars. But then yet we are scrutinized to the penny, and I think it's always fascinating to where you can have all this fraud that we've seen on TV. And my question is we only get X dollars, they get X times 1,000.
$50 million in fraud.
Their money's not even audited like ours, which is just amazing to me.
I was going to ask you, when you got talking about that, I was going to ask you before, do y'all get grants?
We get some grants, yes.
Is it somebody in the school system that writes those grants?
Yeah, in the different departments. Usually the grants that we get are from our State Department of Education or State of Alabama.
Okay.
We write those grants and then we receive that money. Now, some of the grants, when we're talking about just $20,000, $25,000 grants, those are not ones that we really target as much because then we're having to monitor $25,000, just small change. I know that doesn't sound like small change, but it is. When we can get a $750,000 grant, those are the kinds of the higher level grants that we want to try to get to be able to make sure that we provide what we need to for our students. So.
Is that a subject that's taught, how to write grants?
Not in school, no, sir.
To me, that would be a very important one. I always go back to Randy Thomas, the late Randy Thomas. When he worked for the city, I guess that's when I started hearing the word writing grants.
Right.
He was a great grant writer. He brought in millions of dollars to this area because he knew how to write it. And I'm just saying, if you know how to do that, man, you could get probably several jobs.
Yeah, you could.
I've never thought about that.
Well, most of our funding, obviously, is going to come from the state, sales tax, those type things. But, we got reports yesterday that while currently the state sales tax overall is down, we are about right on level funding for the education, the trust fund. I want to say maybe we were either 0.51% above or below the receipts from this time last year. So we knew and have known for quite a while that, sales tax, if you look at, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 years, it's a roller coaster. And so you kind of have an idea of where you're going to be. But for us, fortunately, as of the last financial report that we had, here locally, we're up about 2.8, 2.9% in our ad valorem and sales tax.
Good.
And so as long as we can stay in that range, basically we're keeping up with the rate of inflation. Our rate of inflation is somewhere between 2-3%. And as long as we're there, we
trying to stay even.
Yeah, we're just trying to stay even. Absolutely.
I think the sales tax will increase once 63 is complete. And all those businesses, you can get into the public shopping center.
100%.
That's going to help out right there.
So as long as we're holding our own, and Scott, you make a great point. When the hotels are finished and completed and 63 is open, I think you're going to see a good jolt to our local economy, no question.
You talk about 63. Hopefully, we keep hearing 4th of July, 63 will be open. That's still, I don't know. And 4th of July is right around the corner. But what that's going to do, if that does come, if that is true, when August 6th, the traffic is going to be way less.
Oh, it'll be better for us.
I mean,
especially in front of El Cajon.
Exactly.
That's going to make a big
You're on a
difference
freeway
for us.
over there right now.
Yeah, big difference for us. But hey, let me mention this too. Just again, things that the public, I'd love for them to make sure they know. We talk a lot about some of our major sports being basketball, baseball, football, et cetera, those type things, softball. But our fishing team actually won a state championship down in Eufaula.
Congratulations.
A couple weeks back, and then they will be going. And I've never been to one of these. I may actually ride up to support the kids. It'll be a nice little trip, but it's going to be in Paris, Tennessee, which is right up on the border with Kentucky.
Right.
And so they'll be down there for 3 days. That's going to be the 30th of July, the 31st of July, and the 1st of August.
Right before school starts.
Yeah, right before school starts. So
I
we're
heard
excited about that.
Who were the guys that won? I
can't remember.
I heard the names, and it just escaped me. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
It is, and again, I just highlight that too. We get all caught up, and I'm not saying that ACT or chess. I mean, we get all caught up on that. But I've always said this. The three of us. I would assume that most people would think that we've all been fairly successful in that, we've made the middle class and our children have had opportunities, et cetera. But any job that you have ever taken, did anybody ask you what you made on the 4th grade reading assessment or the ACT or those type things? Because we obviously all did different things and we're better in certain areas.
Right.
None of us are the same, but all of us have been successful. So I say that because, test scores are wonderful and I don't discount that.
Right.
But again, if you have someone who makes a 16 on the ACT, but yet they have their own HVAC business 5, 6, 7 years after high school because they got that skill while they were in high school, or they're a good welder, or they can drive a skid steer, or they can do this, that, or the other. That's what we are more focused on, is making sure that all of our kids have an avenue to be successful. Sometimes that may not be the ACT. Okay.
Yeah.
In those trades you just mentioned, there's money to be made. You just gotta work ethic.
Absolutely.
You gotta have the work ethic no matter what you do. Thank you for coming out here.
Absolutely.
Thank you for a great update.
Is it over?
I thought we were going 2 hours.
Probably could, but we'll be right back. And good morning to the Lake Martin, Dadeville Area Chamber of Commerce. I know y'all have a lot going on. You have your June the 16th, which is, golly, next week, believe it or not. The big old festival, the 4th of July, really their summer barbecue. Now, if you want to be a part of that, you need to get in touch with them today at 256-825-4019. That number again to call is 256-825-4019.
Hillaby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hillaby Towers in Alexander City.
If you haven't been to Big B Barbecue in Alex City, then you're missing the best barbecue around. Big B has everything from the best pulled or chopped pork, chicken, and beef to cheeseburgers and grilled chicken salads. Bring your friends and family out for a great dinner and sit outside on our beautiful patio, or sit inside and enjoy your meal by the fireplace. So come in and join us and enjoy the best barbecue in the area only at Big B Barbecue, located on Highway 22 West in Alex City.
Ivy Creek Healthcare is excited to showcase their newest clinic, Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin, located conveniently near the main entrance to Stillwater's on Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin is an urgent care with walk-ins welcome. Whether you need lab work, x-rays, or immediate care, find comfort here at Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin. Ivy Creek, here when you need us most. 256-827-5379.
Looking for hometown service and name brands you can trust? Come to Presley Appliance and Furniture. From the best choice in appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid to home furnishings, Presley's is your one-stop shop for comfort and quality. And now we've added the Mattress Shop by Serta Simmons Bedding and top quality sheets and pillows from Caraloha. Shop Presley Appliance and Furniture on Cherokee Road in Alex City or online at PresleyAppliance.com. That's PresleyAppliance.com.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Satterfield Outdoor Living is Lake Martin's trusted friend for your outdoor land and leisure needs. We're the region's authorized Skag mower dealer for residential and commercial lawns and offer all the small engine accessories you need with top lines of Steel, Echo, Shindaiwa, Husqvarna, and Metabo products that can tame any landscape. Satterfield is also your grill headquarters with Big Green Egg Grill, and our pros service everything in-house and back up all sales. Get the Satterfield Outdoor difference on Highway 280 right across from Tallapoosa Ford.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Alabama calling. And Sarah Honda has your answer. Serving you for over 40 years with one of the largest Honda and pre-owned inventories in the state and the Sarah Promise. Our best deal when you buy or trade, a 72-hour exchange policy, a no-hassle trade-in promise. Written offers are good for 7 days. And our best service promise. Our factory-certified technicians help keep your vehicle running smoothly. That's why Alabama can be yours to discover in a new vehicle from Sarah Honda in Sylacauga.
Eula Mays, good morning to you. Gary Tapley and everybody at Eula Mays inside the square, which is on Calhoun Street. Now, of course, they ran that big special last night that I didn't take advantage of. I didn't make it by there in time. They had $1 wings last night. They're going to run another special for Friday night. This Friday night, June 12th, Sunfest special, ribeye sandwich and fries, $10.99. You better take advantage of that. Take advantage of eating lunch with them today at Eula Mays inside the square on Calhoun Street. Happy 64th anniversary to two of my favorites in the whole wide world, Scotty and Amanda Foshee. I hope y'all have many, many more great years ahead. The girl's here. She was 2 minutes early today, and we almost left her out there, just left her. My friend Marcia Mason, attorney at law.
No, I made it. I made it.
How you doing?
Good.
You know, we've covered a lot of things that you work with. We're talking about interest rates and, you know, how a 1/4%, 1/8 of a percent, how it can affect folks.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about, you know, my truck, I had it on 7 years. I thought it was on 6 years, so
scared you, didn't it?
I owe one more, or we owe one more year. But you when you get down to those last year or so, you pretty much already paid all your interest. So to pay it off wouldn't really benefit you. Do you run into issues like what we just talked about when people come in? Because I've been thinking about you a lot lately, about people.
I guess it would make
That's
more
scary.
sense to pay. Yeah, I guess it would make more sense to pay towards the principal at the beginning.
Right. Yes.
Right,
Yeah.
when
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a front-ended interest loan like that.
Most
That
definitely.
makes sense because you have to own a vehicle for 211 days before I can cram it down in a Chapter 13 to repay only what the vehicle is worth.
Well, it's worth.
Not
Okay.
just change the interest rate on the entire debt. So, yeah.
What I mean, when you talking, I know it's a lot of time it's couples. I guess you'd run into individuals also,
Yes.
but I've been thinking about young people that get out of high school, they get married, and they start their families, and we were talking about this earlier. As we get older, our overhead most times should be coming down. Things, you know, our house, our cars, our trucks, our, you know, things. So payments should be coming down. So that overhead in a business can kill you. Overhead in a family can kill you. And I don't mean that as bad as it sounds, but it can be bad.
Financially kill you.
You financially kill you. Thank you.
And stress.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Health-wise, yeah, stress.
Stress,
That's what
number one killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that's what we're talking about with young folks. When you
Yeah.
get married, it's you know, you've been dating and everything was all happy and everything was going well. But when you get married, now you're a family. then maybe you have a child, you have
Right.
you have 2 children. All of a sudden, your overhead starts going up, and you gotta maybe you don't need that 2026, 2027 vehicle with that big old payment for a long time.
You know, I often wonder though, like, is it more of the issue is that someone didn't just sit down when you were younger and say, okay,
You're right.
what type of life do you want to live?
Mhm.
You know, this is, you know, if you make this amount of money, this is the type of lifestyle you can afford. This is the type of car you can afford. Versus, you know, if this is what you're living, then you have to come down. Because I think what happens is, especially when you get out of school and especially when you're young, you don't think, what is my house gonna look like or my apartment? I just want that really nice car. And then you're stuck in with that really nice car. Then you get married, and then you're like, wait a second, I want a family. I want that house with that yard. That's more important now than that car. But you're already in it. You know, I mean,
Car payments nowadays, you know, you're talking $600-800 easily
Yeah,
a month.
easily.
That's not even a fancy car.
yeah.
Okay, let's back up. So the real simple thing to do is to get your yellow pad out and your Sharpie or your pen and put all that down. Put it in writing.
I think that's what the mature experienced adult does later on.
I
don't
didn't do
think,
it.
I
I
know,
didn't do it.
I didn't either.
But,
I mean,
you
I
know-
don't think anybody ever said to me, okay, this house right here is going to cost you $800 a month. This is the neighborhood you would live in. This is where you would raise your family. Okay, now look at your budget and put it down. Because what do you have left over for car payment, car repairs? All, you know, something goes wrong on it. You don't have a warranty. You buy a used car, you're gonna have to fix it.
I think we talked about this a while back, but when Ellen started getting sick and I had to start taking care of the finances that I used to deal with, I ain't dealt with them in a long time. And I've always just said, give me enough for some chicken wings and my whiskey and I'm fine.
Right.
But now, I did what we were talking about.
Yeah.
I put it down on my yellow pad.
Yeah.
But now, through these little things right here, there's no reason, as long as you keep money in the bank, you can take it out. You don't have to worry about writing that check. We don't hardly ever write a check.
Hardly.
Everything is taken out. Our car payments and insurance and all that, it's taken out. So and you can keep up with your balance real easy. So, but if you don't know what's going out, you better put it down and look at it.
Yeah, because I think while it's convenient to have bills auto-drafted, it's also easy to get overwhelmed in life and forget, this bill's coming out. I spent too much money at the Walmart. You know, I
Or
mean,
you look
like,
at your account and it says you
and
have
then you're just like,
$700.
Yeah.
And then you wake up the next morning and go, oh, crap. Two
Right.
things hit last night.
Yeah,
I got
two things.
$35.
Oh, I forgot about I
Yeah.
scheduled that. And
Yeah.
that can slowly start that, you know, snowball. So yes, you know, sitting down with the budget, but also, you know, I think starting out, like going back to what you were saying about the young people, like, I don't think anybody ever presented it that way.
And
you know, like,
whose fault is that? Parents. We didn't do it for our children. We just threw them out there and, you know.
was grow up, get a job, and get what you can,
yeah,
you know?
exactly.
And then before you know it, you're like, ooh, that wasn't smart, you know? But then you're already locked into a 5-6 year contract. So
Do you think it's smart to have it taken out, or have your payments taken out, or do you think it?
Yeah.
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I think what gets difficult is when life throws you a curveball and say you lose a job or you change jobs and you go from a weekly pay schedule to a bi-weekly pay schedule. I mean, there's still going to be 3 months where you got to transition over how your money hits and your bills come out and having to like sit there and, or even monthly, you know?
I did that. I always used to say, and I know we've talked about this before, I always used to say, we're all a month away from bankruptcy. You know,
Yeah.
and I saw that when I was, let my pride get in the way, and I walked out of this job, and I took a job, number one, that I hated, but I had to have something, and it cut, you know, and Maggie was in college.
Right.
But through the grace of God and family and friends and Ellen Dean and the magic she worked, the wood that I used to pay for, we got out and found wood, and it was fun.
Right.
Had a lot of wood on the side of the road. Matt Hare, my old buddy Matt Hare, he brought us a load of wood because he knew how much I love wood. I've talked to Matt Hare 2 times in the last 2 days. I just happened to be sitting where he came by. Well, yesterday, he and Jan were together. Came right by and on Cherokee Road, and I called him. We talked for a while. But do you know Matt and Jan Hare?
No.
You know.
Oh, I know.
Do you know where Jan Hare was born?
I do not.
Because we got talking about doctors. And
Well, now I want to know.
Well,
I'm invested.
You know who? You know, like Dr. Cameron delivered to us, and I said, where did y'all? Who delivered y'all? And she was born in Bakersville, California. I've known Matt and Jan Hare for 50 plus years, and I never knew that because I'm thinking Sylacauga. Her dad was in the service.
In the Army?
In the Army. Yeah. But she just lived there 2 months, but she was born in California. And Matt, of course, he had to tell me about where he was born.
Streets of Bakersfield.
Yeah, exactly right. Mm-hmm. And Matt said that one of Merle Haggard's friends delivered.
I got
And then he reeled me in.
Yeah.
But Matt was born in Sylacauga, and the doctor who delivered him, before he delivered him, there was a mule that fell in the cornfield, and the corn stalk went in his stomach, and the doctor had to put all his fixings back in his stomach and sew him up before he went and delivered Matt.
Oh,
You can't make that stuff up.
That's crazy.
But that was
colorful.
That was a Matt Hare story.
That's a good one.
How did we get off on that?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm so invested in it now. I have so many questions.
How do we get off on anything?
Yeah.
How do we get off on anything?
How do we get off on anything?
But this time of the year, especially with young folks,
well, they're graduating.
and they are starting.
And I don't think college is for everybody.
No.
I think it's very expensive. I think that the smart people learn a trade.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
We talked about
electricians
that
and
with Jay Reyes.
plumbers and all the things. But I think at the end of the day, when you get out of school, you have huge dreams and huge ambitions, and the things.
And that's okay.
And that's great.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Right.
always keep that. But I think the reality of if you make this choice, you might not get this type of home. You know what I mean? Or, you got to make sacrifices.
If you're a plumber and you're looking for a job, and you tried it on your own for a while, and it's tough. My buddy Jeremy Worthy at Worthy Plumbing is looking for a good plumber. Get in touch with him today. That's Jeremy Worthy, Worthy Plumbing, and we'll be right back. Well, I got it right here. I got information talking about for Glenn Smith Chevrolet, which is located in Opelika, Alabama. They got there a huge inventory of Chevys and GMCs on the lot right now, fueled up and ready to roll. So won't you roll on down to Glenn Smith in Opelika?
Summer is on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery. Summer is on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
Ready for an unforgettable escape? Jump into adventure at Lake Martin, Alabama. From thrilling water sports to peaceful fishing spots, it's love at first bite every time you cast your line. Want more excitement? Catch an event with our vibrant festivals, concerts, and fishing tournaments all year long. And when the sun sets, dive downtown to discover local shops, delicious dining and warm Southern hospitality. Explore Lake Martin, where every moment is an adventure waiting to happen. At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
The Morris Haynes Law Firm focuses on representing those who have been injured or mistreated by the wrongful acts of others. We have offices in Ellick City and Birmingham, but we have been calling Ellick City home for over 30 years. If you find yourself in need of a lawyer, give us a call at Morris Haynes, 256-329-2000. We would be honored to help you.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Ellick City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
S&S Tire is the #1 tire and service dealer in the entire Lake Martin region for reasons. First, S&S works on all makes and models, including imports, and our advanced trained ASE Master Tech can pinpoint and correct problems before they happen. S&S Tire sells by volume, and that allows us to demand the best price on all major brands, including Michelin, Goodyear, and Toyo. Most importantly, S&S Tire and Auto lives, works, worships, and interacts in our home community. S&S Tire, #1 for many reasons, but most importantly, #1 for your satisfaction.
Hello, this is Scotty Gordon at Cornerstone Insurance. Are you tired of paying too much for your home and auto insurance? If so, give us the opportunity to help you. At Cornerstone, we have 3 goals for all of our clients: asset protection, affordable pricing, and superior customer service. Come by and give us a call today to see what we can save you. 153 Alabama Street, 256-409-2299.
Come on back in here and join us with Marsha Mason, attorney at law, 256-329-1313, located in downtown Alexander City on beautiful Madison.
You know, we always talk about like bankruptcy stuff,
Yeah.
and that's really where my heart is, because
Yeah.
I love like doing numbers.
Mm-hmm.
But I just want to throw this out there for everyone. Life can happen crazy at any time.
You're right.
You need to have a power of attorney and an advanced directive on what you want your future to look like.
Tell
and
them what
that
that is.
needs to be with somebody that you trust.
Mm-hmm.
So a power of attorney would be, God forbid, you had a stroke, you had a car accident, you couldn't make decisions for yourself. You know, if you're married, you would have a spouse do that. But if you're not, or if your spouse has passed away, who makes those decisions for you? And I've seen so many people calling or coming in, they don't have that. You know, and then there's a crisis, there's a stroke, they have to sell property. That person may have to go into an assisted living, you know, and there's no plan. My daddy always said you count on 2 things in life, dying and paying taxes. And he's not wrong on that.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm just saying, as we're aging, because I'm feeling that, you know, but you need to have a plan.
But you don't need to wait till you get older.
Right, you don't need to, because it doesn't discriminate.
You're
it
right.
could happen right now. It could happen in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, on up. You need to have somebody designated to make your decision.
And it's real simple. You sit down with a lawyer, and they
Yes,
write it up.
and there are many fine
Yeah,
lawyers
yeah.
in this town that can do
Yeah,
this.
exactly
It is
right.
not that complicated.
Right, mhm.
But you need to have someone that you trust, number one, and that needs to be put into like a safety deposit
Yeah,
box.
mhm.
Because when you give someone power of attorney, they have the authority to just basically step into your shoes if they need to sell your house, if they need to access your bank account. But I see so many people that come to me who maybe someone died or was sick and they couldn't get access to the money. You know, I mean, the checks were coming in, but nobody was on the bank account. And I'm not saying set yourself up to be scammed or ripped off or to create fear,
That's why you get somebody you can trust.
but it better be somebody that you trust with your life.
I'm so glad you brought that up because it's so important, and you are so right. It's not any age. It is any age. So
This may be putting you on the spot, but so if I want to get a power of attorney done to give it to Kenny, not that I don't trust him, I trust him, but what is the range of cost? What would one be looking at? Was it $200 to $700, $500, what, $1,000? What is?
I would think probably $100 to $250 for like a package. I mean, that's just
That's
a
real
guess.
simple.
I don't do that type of
Yeah.
stuff. I've just, in my personal life, I've had to sit down with people that I care about. And I'm like, hey, you don't have a spouse. You don't have children. Your parents are gone. Who is going to make your decisions?
Right.
Because the worst thing could happen is to have a stroke and then, yes, we're all family, but we're not blood related. How do we get to you? How do we make sure the right decisions are made in the spur of the moment, you know, until somebody can get here? Or maybe your family lives far away. Like, just, you know, who makes those decisions? So, I mean, I just feel like that is my public service announcement.
Let me tell you what.
It's not that expensive. And
You better put it in your budget.
right, right.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you know, don't just willy-nilly give them out and pass them out. You need to have it in a
about it.
secure place. Think about who you're going to appoint. If you have like a safe in your house or like a safety deposit box, and tell the person where the key is. But you know, you just don't know, and so I think that's just something everyone doesn't like to always think about.
No,
but,
we don't.
You know, if something
We don't think about going to
happened-
a funeral home and making funeral arrangements.
Yeah.
But you know
Oh,
what?
that's so much better
one of
to
these
do it
days,
that way.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you're gonna die, but if you go ahead and plan, at least you know you're gonna get what you want.
Yeah.
You know.
You've been out here many times over the years, and we've talked about bankruptcy a lot. I don't know if you've ever thrown this out, and this is one
I
of the
don't
most
think I ever have.
Good information.
I don't think
It's
I
really-
ever have, and I think just as I have just this last couple of years, you know, I had to do one for myself because I was like, yeah, my husband, but we live 2.5 hours apart. Like, what happens? Like, if I got to go to Russell, who, you know?
Father's Day is coming. What would be a great gift to go, okay, Dad, you know, your dad's older or whatever.
You're right. You're right.
I've called and talked to somebody
Yeah.
local in town and got a price, and you know,
Yeah.
I'm just saying those are things that, and you need. I think. Let me back up. I think, like for my grandparents' age, there was the whole, nobody's gonna know what happens till I'm dead and gone, you know, and then the will comes out. That is so horrible to do to your family.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, like, you need to sit down with your heirs and you say, this is my wishes, this is how it's going to happen. Well, I don't want to hear the fights. Well, if you don't want to hear the fights, you tell them to sit down because you are the boss. You know, I mean, it's your stuff. It's what you worked for, you know, and you do that ahead of time, because if you don't, when you're gone, there's nobody there to balance
Did you
those
see
scales.
the movie Gran Torino?
I did not.
Oh.
Is that part of it?
Clint Eastwood.
I was thinking about
Yeah.
Daddy's dying, who's got the wheel
He
movie.
dies at the end, and they're reading the will, and his family is all there, And he gave it to friends.
And he
didn't
gave it,
He
yeah.
didn't give it to them.
Ellen and I've been married 50 years before we had that done. And so when she got sick, you know, all of a sudden, we know, but we better take care of this. So you better not wait to, don't put it off any longer. We'll be right back.
The Chambers Tallapoosa Coosa Community Action Committee is a local nonprofit agency whose mission is to enhance the quality of life for low-income persons while also providing services that promote self-sufficiency. We offer programs that include Head Start, family daycare, low-income energy assistance, and weatherization, among others. The central office location is 170 South Broadnack Street in Dadeville. Call 256-825-4287 or online at cacctc.com.
Furniture, located in the heart of downtown Dadeville, Alabama, is rocking these days with a great selection of quality rocking chairs and Adirondacks, dining room tables, bedding, sofa sectionals, and even a Cinderella carriage bed frame. Donald Payne has been in the furniture business for decades. It's simple. If you don't see it, say, Donald, can you find it for me? That's Payne Furniture, downtown Dadeville, Alabama. 256-825-7727 is the number.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open. Located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area. And they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all. Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
Carlisle Heating and Air says it's tune-up time for your HVAC system. Having your unit tuned up increases energy efficiency and can reduce the wear and tear on your unit. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019 for a price. Serving the Lake Martin area, Alexander City, Dadeville, Jackson Gap, and Goodwater. Don't get hot, be cool. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019. Don't get hot, be cool.
Cloud9 is a lifestyle boutique downtown Alexander City. We're right on Main Street next to Carlisle's, and we're open from 10 to 5 Monday through Friday and 10 to 2 on Saturdays. We offer a variety of items ranging from ladies' clothing from size extra small to 2XL. We have baby clothes including newborn gifts. We have wedding registries and the beloved Diva Wash. If you know, you know. Follow us on social media and come see us today on Main Street.
Summertime is a special time. Time on the water, time away from work, and more time with family and friends. Make sure your heart is ready for the season with an appointment at the UAB Heart and Vascular Clinic at Russell Medical. I'm Dr. Kevin Sublett, and our entire clinic is dedicated to keeping your heart healthy. We're right here in your own community and backed by the knowledge and expertise of UAB Medicine. Make an appointment today by calling 256-234-2644 or visit uabmedicine.org/heartrussell.
Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy-duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile.
Sure do appreciate you being with us today. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
So much, Jay Reyes, thank you for being with us. So much information that was put out there for our school, Alex City school systems with you, talking about get that done.
Yeah.
Get a will put together, the power of attorney, get that done.
And advance directive.
Yeah. And if you need more information, and if you're looking like you're about to get in financial shape, don't keep putting it off. Don't keep putting it off. Let me give you a number: 256-329-1313. That's Marsha Mason, attorney at law, Madison Street, right here in Alexander City. Thank you for coming out here.
Thank you for having me.
You have a good a few days off. We'll see you back out here real soon. That's right. Ryan, hit that little button.